Hello again, everybody. It is that time of the year, for the weekly NFL picks presented by the World of Football. I am one of your hosts here, Adam Snow, and we're going to bring in the usual suspects that we have here on the channel when we do this show, starting with the founder, the grand poobah, if you will, of the World of Football entity, and that is my father, Randy Snow. Dad, how are you doing tonight?
Great. I can't believe it's NFL season already. We've covered so much football this year that you never know when football ends because it doesn't end.
It doesn't end. Football season is all year round. Hey to everybody right now in the live chat. I see Sea Dog. Sea Dog's in there. Hey bud, how you doing? It's time to do the picks. It's that time of the year. And of course, when we do the picks now, we have to bring on the third wheel. You only see him around this time of the season. It's all we can afford to pay him is when the picks videos come around, and that is my brother, the third member of this team, Aaron Snow. Aaron, how are you doing? Welcome back. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It's doing good. My first live stream.
Yes, it is. And just forewarning you, there is no bleep button. So if you guys have children at home, anytime Aaron's about to talk, just be prepared to hit the mute button. Do what you got to do. So
He's
yeah,
the wild
guys,
card.
He is the wild card. We'll try to keep him censored. Who knows? It's live. So see quite a few people jumping into the chat. Got Dale. Dale says, hey, everybody. Hi, Dale. Good to see you. Dish4 says, yo, what up, bud? And Sea Dog, he's already got his picks ready to go. All right, Sea Dog, if you leave your picks in the comments section, we will count that and we'll probably highlight that at the end of the show. And Dad will add you to the list. So, yeah, guys, this is how it works. We're going to go through all the games. We're going to pick the winners. We don't do the point spreads. That's just not our thing. We just pick straight up winners. And we let all of you guys, you have till kickoff of Thursday Night Football to get your picks in by leaving them in the comments section of this video or over on the community tab of the YouTube channel where you just drop them in there. There's a post already up, put it up a couple days ago, and you can leave them there as well. And then you will be counted into this week's competition. And we go by wins and losses at the end of the year. We kind of crown a champion. And it's all fun and games. And we're just here to talk NFL football because we talk so much football the rest of the year. I feel like we barely get to talk NFL because we talk so much other stuff. So it's nice. Now, I'll stop talking. How are you guys doing? It's been a while. Aaron.
What can I say? I'm doing good. Fort Wayne's treating me good. It's NFL season's here, like you said. So it's that Lions Super Bowl's coming in hot.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a great year. I can already feel it in my bones. Yeah. And, yeah, Dale, we see your picks in there, so we already got you squared away, bud. So we greatly appreciate that. Let's see, Sea Dog. It won't let me put it in the live chat because the message is too long, so I'll put it in the comments. All right, yeah, just do that afterwards, bud, or go to that post and just comment in there, too. We appreciate you. All right. Without further ado, then, Dad, do you want to give them the skinny? You got a disclaimer you're pretty famous for? I figured we could throw that on stage and let you do that.
Yeah, we've been doing this. I think this is our 6th year now, and I've been doing this since the beginning. And this is our disclaimer. Warning, if you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes. And so there you have it, guys. We're ready to talk about a great slate of games, actually, for NFL Week 1. So there's a lot to dive into, and we are going to start with, I don't know, which one of you guys wants to go first?
I will.
Randy will go first. All right, well, let me get this all queued up. I got my fancy little graphic there. So as we go along, Dad, I will fill in your picks and go as slow as you can so I know what I'm looking for.
Okay. Let's see. Thursday night, that's tomorrow night, the season kicks off with the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. I am taking the Eagles in this game. I think Dallas is a team in disarray right now with them trading Micah Parsons away and everybody's got an opinion of it. So, yeah, Jerry Jones is doing Jerry Jones things. So I just think the Eagles at home, don't bet against them. So I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay.
I too will take the Eagles. I don't think the Cowboys are quite ready for the season after quite the shocking trade with Michael Parsons losing your arguably best defensive player, best player on your team. I think they struggle a little bit against the defending champs because nobody gives the Eagles respect for how good they were. They were so kind of an afterthought to a lot of teams last year, but I still think the Eagles can have a little bit of chip on their shoulder this year.
I'm sure they will too. It's hard to argue that they won't run it back. They got a great team. They returned a lot of their great players, and I think they upgraded in some spots. They shed some of the older guys and got some younger dudes in there. So I think and as far as the Cowboys, to heck with the Cowboys. I think they're going to have another terrible season. So I am going to also take the Eagles. And before we move on to the next pick in the chat real quick, and I hate that it covers you up, Aaron, but Sea-Dog says, as much as I want my Cowboys to win, he has the Eagles winning as well. All right.
Wow.
So, yeah, clean. Hey, that's a sweep. Our first sweep of the year is Eagles taking that first game tomorrow night. All right, Dad, why don't you start the Brazil game that'll be played Friday on YouTube?
Yeah. Sea-Dog, I know you're a Dallas fan, but I think you've got your feet on the ground, so good for you. Let's see. Friday night, international game, the first international game of the season in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Give me the Chiefs. I don't bet against the Chiefs much, but it's hard to say how going all the way to Brazil is going to affect either of these teams. That's the wild card right there for this game. But I'm going with the Chiefs on this one.
I agree with you there. I think the Chargers will be a good team, but I think week one the Chiefs will come out a little bit more prepared, especially after getting kind of embarrassed in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs got to step off on the right foot this year, so give it to Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but we're gonna complete another sweep. I like the Chargers. I like their chances to be very good this year. I think it sucks that they lost their left tackle for the season. That is never good. But I think Jim Harbaugh's got enough talent there that this will probably be a close game. I think they could give Kansas City a run for their money, but at the end of the day, I just think Patrick Mahomes playing chip on his shoulder, Travis Kelce, newly engaged, by the way, got something to prove. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. And Aaron, it sounds like you got some hands clacking over there.
Dinner's getting made, so.
The beauty of going live. Aaron's dinner's being made for him as he does this. Awesome stuff. All right. Before we move on, a couple of comments I just want to highlight as we go along. It's tough being a Cowboys fan when you have old man Jerry. I can't agree with you more. Old man Jerry got to go. And my buddy Kyle, Hawkeye07, hey, World of Football crew. I don't know what the K stands for, but we appreciate it. All right, Dad, let's move on to the first game on the Sunday slate where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will take on their division rival Atlanta Falcons. Who you got?
In this game, I am going to take Tampa Bay Bucks. I know the Bucks are going to be on the road. It's a home game for Atlanta, but I just think the Bucks will win this game. Not much else to say about it.
Yep, I agree with you there. I think the Falcons will be more improved than they were last year, but I think Tampa's pretty much the class of that division.
Man, I hate week one's always sucks because I think we're going to be agreeing a lot. I'm going Tampa too.
Yep.
I know it's a road game. I like Baker. I like a lot of the pieces he's got there. So I don't know. I'm not sold on Penix yet. I don't think there's been a big enough sample size for me to gauge one way or the other how Penix is at quarterback. So I'll take Tampa for now. I'm hesitant to take him, but I'll take him. All right, Dad, we're moving on to another divisional game, an AFC North battle as the Bengals take on the Browns. Who do you got in that one?
Well, let's see. I think this might be the first one where we're going to disagree. I think the Bengals is the obvious choice, but for some reason, I am going to take the Browns in this game at home.
Wow.
And you could have hit us with the not so fast Lee Corso.
I don't know. Joe Burrow, he gets all this talk and about how good he is, and he hasn't produced since he went to the Super Bowl. So,
hey, he
I'm
won
just
me
gonna
my
take-
fantasy league last year.
Well, that's your
did.
problem.
He did. He won Aaron this bad boy right here,
Oh,
and Aaron's name's even on it. We got it. I can't tell if you can see it. Right there at the bottom.
well,
Knights
why
of the
doesn't
Night,
he have
Aaron's
the trophy if he won it? Why you got it?
He didn't come down to the fantasy draft where I was going to hand it over to him in celebration. Don't worry, my toilet bowl trophy's still back there too.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns.
Yeah, watch out for old man Flacco, says Hawkeye07 in the chat.
Nah, it's going to be the Bengals. They got Shamar Stewart under contract now. They got Trey Hendrickson happy. They got their receivers paid. So I think everybody's paid. Everybody's happy in Cincinnati, and they got a new defensive coordinator to shake things up. So Cincy on the road.
Yeah, if Cincinnati knows what's good for them, they're going to hit the ground running here. They have to start hot because last year they started cold and they missed the playoffs because of it. I don't think they're going to take the Browns lightly, so I expect the Bengals to light up the scoreboard. Chase and Burrow are a heck of a combination, so I'm taking the Bengals to win that Week 1 bout. All right, the next game, another divisional battle as the no, they don't play. This isn't the same division. Stupid geographics. Anyway, Dolphins at Colts. Randy, who you got?
I am taking the Dolphins in this one, even though they're the road team.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. I don't know what to make of the Colts yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't trust the Colts with Daniel Jones at quarterback. Maybe they'll surprise us, but until then, I'll take the Dolphins. It probably won't be a pretty win, but I'll take them nonetheless. All right, moving on to the next game. The Carolina Panthers traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars in a game where both these teams are celebrating their 30th anniversary this season. So I think that's cool that they're starting off this season against each other. Both these teams obviously came in the league the same year.
Yep.
Changed their logos also since then. But who do you got in this one, Randy?
I'm going to take the Jaguars at home in this game.
Oh, sorry. I agree with you there. I think the Jags can take the win at home, much like the Colts. I don't know what to make of the Panthers so early in the season, but Tim Patrick's going to catch a TD pass this weekend.
I think this will be an interesting one. I'm excited to see the Heisman Trophy winner there. Why am I blanking on his name all of a sudden?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, who I did draft in my fantasy league, I believe. I just don't know what to make of. What?
No fantasy talk here.
Oh, no fantasy
Real
talk.
football.
Well, too late. But I don't know what to make of the Panthers yet. Like Aaron said, I don't trust them yet. I don't know how Bryce Young's going to be. This is his make or break year. I'll just trust the home team in this one, so I'll take the Yags. All right. A couple of new head coaches as the Raiders take on the Patriots in New England. Pete Carroll versus Mike Vrabel. Dad, how do you see this one going?
I'm going to take the Raiders in this game. I'm not sure about New England.
I almost took the Raiders because I feel like they have more pieces in place than the Patriots, but something about Mike Vrabel in his first head coaching gig in New England at home, I think he pulls off the win, but I think the Raiders will ultimately be the better team at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Shout out Ashton Genty.
See, I'm kind of feeling this. I feel like the Raiders are going to be good this year. I think with Pete Carroll as their head coach. I know New England will probably be vastly improved, but I don't know about it week 1. I just like a lot more of the players. I don't trust Drake May yet, and I would actually trust Geno Smith first. So I will take the Raiders to win on the road in that one. All right, Dad. We're at the halfway point almost. Cardinals versus Saints. Who do you got?
We didn't even mention Tom Brady revenge game.
Well, that too. Yeah, Tom Brady is part of the ownership group of the Raiders. You're right.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals in this game over the Saints at home.
Okie dokie.
Man, I agree with you on that one. I kind of went back and forth on it because I don't know if either of these teams will be that good this year, but I think Arizona has the potential to be better. And we'll see what the quarterback situation for the Saints plays out like, because I don't know if Spencer Rattler's it, but who knows? Maybe Kellen Moore saw something no one else does.
Yep, I'm going to stick with you guys. I'm taking the Cardinals in that one. I do not trust the Saints one bit. Are they tanking for Arch Manning? Are they farting for Arch? Like, what are they doing? Like, they don't have a quarterback. I don't trust anybody they got on that roster right now. The only good players they have are Kamara and Olave when they're on.
Cam
And
Jordan.
I don't know what else they got. Cam Jordan. But even then, that's not enough. And I think the Cardinals got quite a few weapons. I think if Kyler Murray plays a great game, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is on top of things, they have the tight end there whose name escapes me at the top of my head.
McBride.
McBride had a very good season last year. So I just feel like the Cardinals are poised to make a little bit of noise. I don't know if the Cardinals are a playoff team or not, but I definitely think they handle the Saints.
Man, 6 weeks so far.
If you said that the Saints are going to tank to get Arch Manning, they might want to rethink that after the Texas-Ohio State games last weekend.
Yeah, that's what Hawkeye in the chat. Does anyone want Archie after that first game? It's just game one.
There you go.
We'll see. Maybe they're farting for Arch will change as the year goes, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to get farting for Arch to stick. Hashtag farting for Arch. That's
Throw it in the comments.
Throw it in the comments. All right. So we are now going to switch over to the back half of the picks, Dad. And we have an Aaron Rodgers revenge game at hand as the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to New York to take on the Jets. Who do you got in that one?
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers on the road over the Jets. As much as I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
So you're taking the Steelers, huh?
I'm taking the Steelers.
All right, just making sure.
As much as I like Aaron Glenn, and I think he'll turn the Jets into a decent franchise, I am going to take Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin in week 1. I think Aaron Rodgers plays more than 5 snaps like he did last year. So
I'd love to see a Jets upset, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can't just keep doing the sweeps. I mean, this is a coin toss for me. I'm sure the Steelers will probably win this game, but you know what? Something about playing against Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Jets to get revenge against that jerk and win this one.
Okay.
I know I probably shouldn't, and this will probably hurt me at the end of the week. But I'll go out on a limb. You know what? I will take the Jets.
Okay.
All right. And the next game, the New York Giants traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. Randy, who do you got?
Well, at this point in the season, I wouldn't bet against the Commanders until we see what this year's team's going to look like. So I'm taking the Commanders in this one at home.
Yep, I agree with you once again. Give me the Commanders over the Giants. We'll see what that quarterback situation looks like as the season goes on.
Yep, and I will take the Commanders as well to win this one. I assume Jaden Daniels is going to play like he did all last year. The Giants, I don't know what to make of them just yet. They got 3 quarterbacks in that room. I don't know if I trust any of them just yet. So I'll take the Commanders. All right. This should be an interesting one as Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick, and the Tennessee Titans are traveling out to Denver to take on the Broncos. Dad, who do you got?
Give me the Broncos at home in this game.
I don't like that we keep agreeing on these picks, but yeah, I'm taking Denver. Cam Ward, don't really know what to make of him quite yet. I think Denver has a pretty solid team. I think their defense will probably be one of the top 5 in the league. So I think Cam Ward struggles week 1.
Yeah, going up against that Broncos defense, which should be pretty good this year. I just don't see Cam Ward overcoming that. I think the Broncos got a lot of good pieces. They could be a team to make a little bit of noise this year. So I will complete the sweep. I'll take the Broncos as well. All right, the San Francisco 49ers will travel up to Seattle to take on the Seahawks in an NFC West matchup. Dad, who do you got?
Boy, this was a tough one to pick. I'm going to go with San Francisco on the road, even though George Kittle is now with Seattle, correct?
What?
No. I don't know where you heard that rumor, what Reddit thread you jumped onto, but that is not true.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of Cooper Kupp going from
Cooper Kupp.
The Rams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Cooper Cup and the Rams.
Okay.
Yep,
Different-
I could see the resemblance. A couple of white guys who catch the ball. Yep, I see it, Randy.
Oh boy.
I'll still take San Francisco.
Good. I'll
Okay.
take Seattle. I think Seattle at home. I think this is going to be one of the better matchups of the week, just because I don't really know what to make of either team. Granted, it's week 1, so I don't know what to make of any team. But I think division rival. These guys know each other pretty well. The Niners laid an egg last year. They had some injuries, but Seattle has to start off strong. I think they want to send a message to the division that, hey, maybe they can win it this year. So, Seattle.
Yeah, this is a toss-up. I don't know what to make of either of these teams yet. The Niners, I know, weren't the same team they could have been because last year they stoink. But Seattle, I don't know if Sam Darnold's going to regress back to the Sam Darnold pre-Minnesota.
He's got some decent weapons still to help him out.
He's got the
so.
weapon. That's the thing. He's got the weapons. So I'm just gonna hedge my bets. I'm just gonna go with the home team. I will stick with Seattle for right now. All right, and the game we know everybody's on pins and needles to find out who we're gonna pick for the Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers in Ford Field West there across Lake Michigan. Dad, who do you got?
Gee, I'm going to take the Lions in this game. Enough said.
Yep, slap that Lions logo in there. I don't know if the Lions are not going to win 15 games this year, but they need to start 1-0. They have a tough schedule this year, but they'll come out on top against the Packers, even with Micah.
Yeah. Yep. See. Oh, let me guess. A Lions sweep. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? I would have never guessed. You guys are all going Lions. Who you fall? Yep. Hey, look. Green Bay. Yes, they got Micah Parsons. He's dealing with a back injury, but I think he'll still play. While I do think at the end of the year, it's going to come down to the Lions and Packers for the North Division. I do think that the Lions going into this game, though, just have a little bit more edge to them. I don't know if what Jordan Love's going to do. He's dealing with a thumb injury. Aiden Hutchinson's got something to prove. Hasn't played on the field in a while, so I think he's going to be a beast and wreck some shop. So, yeah, nobody should be shocked. We're clean sweeping this. Lions all the way. Yeah, they're not going to win 15 games, but they're going to beat the crap out of these Packers. I'm telling you. And this is for Darren Hayes over at Pigskin Dispatch, who said the Lions are going to lose by 2 scores to the Packers. Okay, buddy, friendo. I already commented, so he knows how I feel. You're going to be wrong, Mr. Hayes, over at Pigskin Dispatch. Lions by, I predicted the score in our weekly Lions podcast. I think I had it like 24-17. Lions win. It'll be a close one.
It'll be close for sure. It'll be competitive. It'll be pretty similar to their last game last year when the Lions had to grind out a last-minute drive to seal the game. But
Amon-Ra will catch a touchdown pass, and then he will totally just make fun of the Packers fans after that touchdown, and then we'll all have a great time.
Well, everybody's talking, on sports talk about, oh yeah, Micah Parsons with the Packers. Yeah, that makes them Super Bowl contenders. And Micah Parsons was with the Cowboys last year, and we beat the snot out of the Cowboys last year. So it doesn't matter who's on the other side of the line.
I think they're really going to feel the loss of Kenny Clark. He was a big run stopper. So I think up the middle, Lions will just try to smash the ball with Gibbs and Montgomery right up the middle. So I think you'll have a heavy rushing day. Lions try to make their offensive line feel more aggressive with all the changes they had last year, or from last year to this year.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a lot of Gibbs, a lot of Montgomery, and I'm okay with that, especially if it leads to a W.
Yep.
So, and of course, every 4th down, Dan Campbell's going for it. I can't wait. NFL football's back, baby. Let's go. All right, we'll move on to the next game. The Houston Texans will take on the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford, will he be the same Matthew of old, or will he be a shell of his former self dealing with that back injury? Dad, who do you got?
Well, I know Stafford is banged up a little bit, but I'm still going to go with the Rams at home over the Texans.
You would. I think the Rams will be okay. I think the Stafford injury is getting blown way out of proportion. But I'm going to take the Texans just because I feel like the Texans are a team on the rise, and they need to start off on the right foot.
Wow, interesting take. I think that I like the Rams team. They had a really good team last year. Houston had a very good team, but I think I'm going to chalk this up to the home team again for now. The Rams got, who is it, Verse, that defensive lineman that's been, or linebacker that's just been balling out since he got drafted last year. So I think he'll wreak some havoc, and CJ Stroud will probably make a couple errant throws, and that Rams defense has still got some playmakers on it. So, all right. And then the Sunday night game, Dad, the Baltimore Ravens traveled to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Who do you got in that one?
This was the toughest game to pick this week for me. I went back and forth on this because they're both really, really good teams. And in the end, I just went with the home team Bills. But this is going to be a great game.
Yes, it will. Definitely a tough pick. Definitely two teams that are expected to be in the championship talk come the end of the year.
Yep.
Baltimore's a good team, but like you said, Bills at home. I think the Bills have something to prove. They need to show that they can win those big games because they always fall short at the end of the year. So maybe winning the bigger games in the spotlight earlier in the season will propel them a little bit. So Hard Knocks featured Buffalo Bills.
Okay, well, not so fast, my friends. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. Look, I like the Bills. I think this will be a heck of a game. This will be really entertaining. But I think the Ravens have quite the chip on their shoulder. While everybody's talking about the shortcomings of these Buffalo Bills, what about the shortcomings of these Ravens? I think John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson are coming into this game with a lot to prove. Derrick Henry is going to be ready to run all over this Bills defense that I don't know if I trust 100% or not. So give me the Ravens on the road in a nice, big, flashy shoot. Like, I think this is going to be a shootout. Lamar versus Josh Allen is going to be a spectacle. So no matter who actually wins this game, we all win watching this one, I think. I think this is going to be a heck of a fireworks show. And C-Dog in the chat, I went Ravens only because I can't choose, but I want Lamar Jackson to do good because he is my quarterback for fantasy.
Oh, God, more fantasy talk. Ugh.
Oh, we won't stop there, Randy. Don't let Randy know that I drafted Jahmyr Gibbs at the top of our draft. So he's going to win me that trophy, I hope. Take it from my brother. All right. And the final game of the week, Monday Night Football, we'll see the Minnesota Vikings. Royce's Minnesota Vikings. I haven't seen him drop into the chat yet. But our buddy Royce over at Viking Wax Press, his team against the Chicago Bears, who head coach Benedict Ben Johnson Arnold is the head coach of now. Dad, who do you got in this one?
I'm going to take the Bears at home. I just don't have any faith in I'm still calling him, a rookie quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, because he didn't play at all last year. So I'm looking at him as a rookie to start his first game on the road and at Chicago. No, I'm going to take the Bears at home in that one.
Yeah, this one was tougher for me because Bears are at home. They have all this hype. They have Ben Johnson. They revamped their offensive line, but I think Minnesota comes there and gets the dub just because I feel like Minnesota is still the better football team. Like the Bears still are unknown. I don't know how well Ben Johnson's coaching and offensive philosophy has translated to them so far, and I think they kind of have a little bit of a learning curve to start the year.
Yep. Buckle in, Bears fans. I know there's all this hype and excitement for your team, but I'm sorry to tell you, this is not going to be your year either. You guys, you have a floor of 4 wins and a ceiling of 7, and I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to start off pretty. It's going to take a while for Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams to get their act together, and I know a lot of people are going to criticize J.J. McCarthy as the starting quarterback. Even I would, but Kevin McConnell, right? Isn't that his name, Kevin McConnell, the coach there in Minnesota? Quarterback whisperer. It doesn't matter who he plugs into that Vikings roster. They're going to be serviceable, if not pretty darn good. Look what happened with Sam Darnold last year. He worked magic when Kirk Cousins was healthy too. I think JJ might not blow the doors off of everybody, but if he can just manage the game enough, that's good enough for this Minnesota Vikings team to go in to Chicago on prime time and ruin Ben Johnson's debut as the Bears head coach on regular season play. And for Caleb Williams, I think he's got till Thanksgiving to prove that he's got it. Otherwise, if I were the Bears, I cut ties and move on now because I'm not buying the hype. I'm not saying he's untalented. I don't buy the hype. I think he's vastly overrated. We'll see if the offensive line upgrades help him. And if he continues to get sacked, it's on him now because they went to improve that offensive line. So I just can't stand the Bears. Go Vikings for this one.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
That's how I feel. And those are the picks, everybody. Dad, I guess I could go back through real quick and see how many.
We agreed on 9 of them.
9 of them. Okay.
Yep.
It's nice to see the visual. I could keep track easier.
Right? I figured that would be a nice change this year to actually.
Even when
look
I
at
was
that.
looking over to watch the Reds game. Could still
All right, Hawkeye in the chat. Here's a perfect bet for you guys. If Randy loses the picks at the end of the year, he had to wear a wizard hat that says fantasy football on it. I like that one a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah, and if I win it again for the 5th time out of 6 years or so, Adam and I tied last year. We had the exact same record, and so we tied. So I think I'm like 3-2 and 1 or something like that. But I've won more games or won more seasons than these two. So yeah, I will crown myself Snowstradamus if I win again this year.
Oh God.
So there you go.
Kyle says if Randy wins, Adam has to hit the censor button every time fantasy football is brought up. Randy would probably love that a little too much. But yeah, so those are the picks, guys. Again, you guys have till Thursday, right before kickoff, or right at kickoff. That's it. That's when we'll stop accepting entrances. Looking forward to this year. This should be a lot of great football, a lot of great games this weekend. Let us know in the chat what games you guys are looking forward to. It was hard to keep up doing the chat and getting the graphics all around, but I think we made it work. I don't think, if I let a couple comments slide through, I mean, it happens. I just want to say a huge thank you for doing the picks because I love doing these picks each week. Well, we appreciate you chiming in, Dog, when we do them. Kyle, I'll get my picks in soon. Looking forward to another year of picks. That's right, guys. Yep, get them in. If it's too long for the live chat, like Dale was saying earlier, or was it Dale? Dog was saying it earlier. Just drop them in the community tab, or when the video is done and it's posted like normal, just leave a comment. Like and subscribe also, guys, if you haven't already.
Or
Helps the
leave
channel out.
16 comments. One for each game.
Oof. That'll be up to Dad to decipher. I've done this work. He Randy's the one that's got to deal with, wrangling in all the picks and putting them in a spreadsheet.
Nostradamus has it.
Yeah, they're coming in from all directions, so it's going to take me a little while to make sure I got everybody's picks that submitted them. So, but yeah, I got a nice spreadsheet, and I'll just fill it out like I did last year, and hopefully be able to keep an accurate count of who's got what.
Right on. All right. Anything else, guys, before we wrap up this week's show?
Nope.
All right. Well, guys, we appreciate you hanging out and hanging out and chit-chatting in the live chat. Yeah, people still okay. Randy's got me going. I'm taking you down, Randy. Michael is just to beat you, Randy. So, yep, take down Randy, everybody. That's the plan. And whenever Mike Dolph gets his picks in there too, I think didn't Mike win our whole thing last year? He did really good last year. I can't remember.
I'd have to go back on my spreadsheet and look at that.
Crunch the numbers, nerd.
Yeah, there you go. Snowstradamus over there. I don't think I spelled it right, but there you go, Snowstradamus. All right, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for sitting and chit-chatting with us. Went a little longer than we expected, but hey, it's always fun to have everybody. And this was the goal, was to have a little more interaction with everybody. And even Hawkeye saying he believes Mike beat him. So yeah, I think Mike was our big winner last year. We'll see if he comes back this year to make his picks. So all right, guys, we're gonna wrap this show up. Aaron, stick around the stream for a couple of minutes after the show's ended. And until next week, guys, we'll do the picks again. 7:00 Wednesday night is the plan to going forward. And then obviously check out our other live streams. Kyle and I will be doing Just Lying Around after the Lions game on Sunday live. Then Dad and I will have our CFL show Monday live. This Week in the World of Football will be on Tuesday live, and then Wednesday this show live. And then Dad's got a history lesson I'm going to try to get up by tomorrow. And yeah, and maybe some other stuff down the pipe. So
It never ends.
it never ends. We appreciate you all again, and we will see you guys next time.